All right. C1x Road to launch, day 12, I think. It's going to be a real short one. Got an event I got to head to in a little bit, and had a final round of a disc golf tournament earlier today, so haven't had a ton of time. I don't know what that jumbled word mess was that was about to come out, but don't have much to do in the app today. We got the last update pushed out. Apple is still reviewing it, I believe. Um, I think it's still waiting for review. It's probably gonna make me log in here real quick. We can do a real quick double check, but I don't think they have even started reviewing it yet. It'll sit in waiting for review until they start it. Then it'll go to in review, and then it'll go to released. And yeah, still waiting for review. So this is actually, I think, the longest they've taken for me in a while. It's been a full day, and they haven't started reviewing it yet. Typically, it's 12 hours or less. A little silly for a test flight build, but oh well. So update is submitted. Still not reviewed by Apple yet, but it is live running on Android. I tested it on an Android device, the share function in person, just because I was still kind of nervous about that, even though it worked in the simulator. And that was working as well, so that was good. So the update is going out. We'll be working more on V5, starting to work on V5 this coming week. I've more so just been having some internal monologues on what I want to do about marketing with C1X. Spent some time on that marketing plan. We created tasks in C1X to, where are they at? So we had all the Instagram templates. We have the posting every single day. I think I'm going to get away from that really quickly. I was thinking about it and just like thinking about creating content for 7 days every week is, and I'm sure, if I got good at it, I could probably create all the posts in a couple hours, be 2 hours a week, but I would just dread it. And it would probably take me longer than that. I wouldn't get good at it for a while. Right now, it takes me, half an hour to 45 minutes per post just to create the graphics the way I want it. Typically, I'm using content from in the app, and so I have to get the simulator up and running, get it to the point where I need it to be, add courses if I need to, score rounds if I need to. It is not. I'm not saying it is hard. I'm saying it's hard for me, and it kills most of my motivation for working on the project. So, what I'm going to do instead, I did put a lot of work into creating a lot of these templates. I still want to finish creating the templates just because I think they will be useful, and I do intend to use them. But I think I'm going to do it instead of the 2 months up until launch. I'm going to do it for maybe a week. I'm going to try and get some content on the social media channel so it looks like I exist, that there's stuff going on there. Because there has been a lot going on. I just haven't been posting about it on Instagram yet to the, I think, 4 followers that C1X currently has. So I want to get a little bit of a background in, and then I'm going to try and keep marketing solely focused on things that at least retain my existing level of motivation to continue building C1X. So some of the things that are going to be really easy for me to keep doing are these tournament recaps. This is the graphic I made today for the round I played this morning. I'll be doing the pro round recaps. I just updated a few things I did off video. One of them was update the C1X landing page. I think I published it, so we should be able to go subscribe page IO C1X. Yeah. So we got the new graphic in with our buttons. Some of these edits I made in a previous video, I loaded these in. These I just made. This was literally from my round today that I uploaded to the landing page. And then I went ahead and scored Isaac Robinson's final round from Pro Worlds last year. Threw that into the app. Shows same stats as PDJ Live was. You get a few more insights if you actually do it in the app. Because as the people who are familiar with the app know, when you do your round summary, this is the round. Not only do you get this, but you also get to scroll down and get all this information as well, which will be cleaned up substantially in the future, stuff added to it, but just gives a little bit more detail right now. So added these in, changed the verbiage a little bit, did a little layout adjusting. Some of the font was not the right color, and there were a few weird things going on, but mostly got the graphics in. I had testimonials in here, but I've got only a handful of testers currently. I don't have any testimonials at the moment, so nothing to add to the website, and I didn't want to get the update pushed out. So I just removed that to get the new landing page published. I actually made a little sticky note here of this stuff I needed to remember. Anything else on marketing changes? Yeah, so the tournament recaps are going to be fairly easy for me. I can still do some posts about certain features in the app, posting about updates, scoring my rounds, following pro tournaments, scoring their rounds. One thing Kayla and I already do pretty frequently is watch the tournament coverage from whatever Pro Tour event's going on. It'd be really easy for me to just score around while that's happening and have a post there. Because this graphic's already built, that's a template we already made, so it's literally just copy paste and fill in this information. That's it. Fairly easy. We made the prompts for ChatGPT to create captions for posts, so we'll still be using that. What else? What else? I don't think there's any other major things. It's just going to be a lot less posting than I was initially planning on, but I've got to keep it enjoyable for me to continue pursuing. Because ultimately the most important part is the app, how the end product comes out. And if I get all my motivation killed from marketing and I'm not excited to build the app, a part of which is marketing, part of which is coding in new features, refining what I already have, the app's just not going to be great. It's going to look like this. It's going to look like a alpha, a beta version, These I'm not unhappy with how this looks, but I would certainly call this a unfinished product, right? It's fair. So yeah, we'll update these graphics. Obviously, I've added buttons into these, so these button labels have changed. I haven't updated that yet, but that's okay. Not super crucial at the moment. We did the landing page, nothing else on marketing changes. I was thinking I might do 2 weeks of daily posts just with the templates that I already have. I figure I can stick it out for 2 weeks. Most of the material should already be created fairly easily with those templates, so ideally those won't take me long, and then I'll just stop there and we'll go straight to just stuff that's easy to maintain. Yeah, also still going to try and focus this pretty heavily on like my own individual outreach, selling in person, getting C1x in some local shops. I'm still going to try and do a lot of other stuff outside of social media. I've got to cut back on the social media because it takes that out of me. Whereas doing things like, emailing or going and talking to a local shop in person about marketing C1x there is something that kind of excites me. Doesn't kill all my hopes and dreams for the project, like putting an Instagram template together on Canva does. So, yeah. On that note, I put together a list of just local disc golf shops. I say local, some in Utah, where I'm at currently. I also travel up to Idaho a bit, so got a shop up there I'm going to reach out to, and then I'm from Kansas City originally, so I've got a shop in Kansas City I'm going to reach out to as well. Just places that at least once or twice a year I typically find myself in anyways, so it's not hard for me to travel to. And the Utah ones are obviously really accessible. So yeah, put together that list, did that off video as well. Nothing else important on the marketing changes. Referral system, so I was having some conversations with ChatGPT about how to put this referral system together. We were going back and forth for a while, all the way up here. But I think I've at least got an initial version of what I want to do. I don't have any back-end Firebase servers, anything associated with C1x, any way for me to take user data. It makes the privacy policy really easy for C1x because there's literally no way for me to collect anyone's data from the app. At the same time, it makes an automated referral system a little challenging. So, what I'm going to implement currently is for a referral system is very bare bones. It will work, um, but it's not going to be the most streamlined thing. It's geared towards minimizing the amount of effort that I need to put in, while still allowing users the ability to earn some rewards for referring other people to the app. So I haven't actually read ChatGPT's latest response. I was trying to get it to put together a rough idea of um, exactly how that's going to be laid out, just so I could, under my implement referral system, we could add some subtasks. So refer and earn button. Tapping this opens a dialog, your referral code. Okay. How do I want to do that? Share button, submit my code. I don't like refer and earn. Maybe refer for awards. Button 2, settings, called refer for rewards. Tapping this button opens up a dialog. So we'll need to come back to this. I'm going to need to refine a little bit on how I'm actually going to put together that code. I could obviously use the username that all users would enter into the app, but in terms of, because it's automatically defaulting to user, just the word user as the username, and that's fine. But if I have a bunch of people sending me referral codes that are all just user123, that's not going to help me at all. Share your code with a friend when they use an email. I'll share both. Let me go back up here real quick. Okay. This dialog then has 2 buttons. Share. Share. And submit for tracking. Submit my code. Okay. Submit my code button, auto drafts an email, auto drafts email with below content. Here, we'll type in our actual email here, which is c1x.discgolfapp@gmail.com. Perfect. All right, so we're going to need to clarify this item. Share button. All right, let's go step by step here. So on step 1, couple of questions. What's an easy way to generate the automated codes? I can do it based on username I have in the app, but lots of users will just default to user, and I need the numbers to be unique as well. How would the share button actually work? Let's do those two. It's not the best, but that's probably better. All right, so create function to generate user's referral code. Be something like I don't think I need to save the referral code. The responsibility will be on. Well, I probably should actually. I should save the referral code. Okay. So we're going to go here, here, and then here we need to save it. Code needs to be saved, so the tracking is consistent. Save it on first app launch. First time tapping the refer button. Right? I think so. Okay, I think the hash based is good, so we'll create the referral code, we'll save it to the defaults. Doesn't involve the username at all, which people can always change. Make it real simple. It's only 8 characters, so not super long for someone to have to type in. How would the share button work? I already am using Share Plus, which is good. In my dialog, share button uses the below code and on pressed. Get string referral code. Yep. Final message. Setting up an email. C1x disc golf app at gmail.com to get a reward. Download the app here. So here's an important question. I can do the Apple ID, but both Google and Apple have their own unique requirements for testing. So Apple's going to require that it goes through TestFlight. Google's not going to require that it goes through any platform, but I have to have the person's email first. So unless I have their email, so I just don't think the referral system works at all for Android. I think this has to be a at launch feature. Right? I think it does. That is tough now that I'm actually contemplating this. Because I was hoping to use this during testing, but no one on Android is allowed to download the app on the testing track that I have to with Google to get to a launch unless I have their email. There is As far as I can tell, no other way. If I just share them a link, it doesn't work. If their email's not in my system within Google, then it just won't let them in. Because really what I'm just trying to figure out now is this download the app here section. And it could always be updated. And I do already have the testing links, so I can drag this over here. I'll go to my newsletters. I'll get the testing links that I've sent at least copied in here. And then I can always change these. Copy link. This is Android. That's not it. That looks much better. Yeah. Come on now, give me the right link. Oh, that's not very nice. What if I copy that link? Does that screw it up too? Yeah? Man, come on now. Share it. Copy link. Does this work? Man. Okay. So that's the share. I need to just keep in mind that that needs to be updated for launch. That can be something I put together in a final checklist. Dialog, 2 buttons, submit my code. Share button uses the below code. Create a function to generate the user's referral code. That one I actually want to, that needs to go up here. And now we can go back to this. All right, so we're just using Share Plus there. Got it. The share button like this. Great. Now continue with the rest of the steps. Submit my code on the same dialog as your share button. Include another button. Which is this. Submit my code to be eligible for referral rewards. We already have that. I already have that launcher. That's fine. The user enter a referral code. Yeah, so this is in the onboarding. I don't want it to be front and center. I don't want it to be a part of the onboarding. So we're going to do instead another button to dialog called I was referred. And then this should just change the content of the dialog, I think. This should change the content of the dialog to have a text field and a submit button at the top. Not dismiss. No, we can make it dismissible. That's fine. I can mess around with that, and a submit button. Okay. Let's add this, and then submit for I was referred only works if code was entered. Code matches a refer. I've received. So this should automatically draft. If code is entered, this drafts an email to send to me, like subject C1x referral code used. If it was entered, then we're going to draft another email. Do that. Track referrals in a Google Sheet. Yep. Create a spreadsheet for tracking referrals. Yeah. Okay, no, I don't want this. I'll tweak that on my own. Create a spreadsheet for tracking referrals. Should include user, referral code, referrals, usage amount, rewards sent, emails, etc. Okay, and that's something that I probably just won't want to spend too much time on until I actually start to get referrals in, and then I'll make sure that my tracking system is scalable. But if I have one or two, it'll be really easy to stay on top of, obviously. So that's our implement referral system. Now, what else do I have referral stuff here? No. Okay. So it is just here. It would be nice to implement it in MailerLite somehow. That would also be an option just to build my email list. Let's go. What rewards could I give for referrals? And there we go. And would it be possible to implement some type of automation in MailerLite? Automation in MailerLite to handle sending rewards. We're interested on the part 2 first, and then we'll jump back up here. Excuse me. Pro tip. That is probably a good idea. That is probably a really good idea. So implement referral system here. This stays the same. This stays the same. I would like to keep it in the app. Trying to think if this automated form through MailerLite is a direction I actually want to go. Because then there would be, like, it's the same thing. It would still be asking for an email, asking for a code. My button that drafts the email at least already does those things. They just have to hit send. Here they have to type stuff in. It probably makes it looks a little bit more professional, maybe, to just link to a third-party website for them to type stuff in as opposed to just pulling up their email app. It would help me to auto sort those emails though. But the automation would be really nice. That it would be. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it would be a question of how cleanly could I implement that system. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to copy this, implement forms and automations in MailerLite, accomplish the following. We're going to paste that there. So let's say we're going to roll with this. Still going to have this button. Still going to Can I automatically do that though? With the MailerLite automation, how would a refer submit their code in an effort to create it automatically? I don't want to make them type the random numbers and letters in from a different window. Can I do that? Okay. Share your code with a friend. I just need to do it. I really just need to do it. I think I'm trying to break this out into too many steps instead of just starting it and adjusting as I go. So I still need this, I still need that. I think what I'm going to do is we're just going to get rid of all of this. Because ideally all of this is kind of handled through the automations that I'm going to create. And then we're just going to add a verify that all. I'm just going to say create and link buttons to the refer for rewards dialog based on MailerLite automations. Verify that referrals and automations are working. And then can you provide again the possible rewards? I don't want to scroll up. Cosmetic or status rewards. Don't love those initially. Don't think I love these initially. Game-based rewards, no. Pro tips PDF, raffle entry, referral Hall of Fame. Social leaderboard would be nice. Obviously, I want to have some rewards in here, but I don't need to. I wouldn't be very incentivized as a user to refer someone if I didn't get something for it. Unless I just really love the product, which of course is always the goal, but it's also always easier said than done. And it could just be anything that I can attach to an email. I could share the graphics I'm using for showcasing tournament rounds. All right, and then so include rewards and MailerLite automations. Could include tournament round graphics. I don't like the giveaway ones. I don't really want another thing to run. I would like to not necessarily spend money on this initially, especially without some guarantee of generating a lot of traffic from it. Just like I don't want to run a giveaway because it's work, and if I have one person do a referral, I run a giveaway with one person. It's not great. Not something I want to do just yet. I do have my insider email list, so inclusion in the C1x insiders inner circle, direct emails from me about the app and incorporating emails from me. Give feedback straight to the dev. Probably not the most exciting, but and then maybe I'll do into a giveaway for a live 30. Project ideas or anything and everything disc golf. It's not great. There might be some workshopping to do on those rewards. But I think that is probably going to be the path forward on this referral system. I think those MailerLite automations will be really easy. It's a platform I already use for my email marketing for the app. So I think that would be nice. I think I'm good here. Yeah, same items here. So maybe we just add a task here that is build rewards for the referral system. And then here we have, there we go. Download Canva graphics for tournament highlights into a format that others could use. share them. I want to do some like C1x swag packs for a variety of reasons, and maybe that's something I could incorporate as a referral reward too. If it's something that I can easily order one of, mail it out, it's not too bad. Excuse me. Can't really be anything app-based because I'm going to be doing it all through a third-party email platform that I'm not tracking in the app at all. Maybe a simple calendar platform for people to schedule a 30-minute meeting and create a link for inclusion in the reward email. We go 15-minute just in case this gets popular. See what it says? Correct. I don't know. I'm stuck on this. I'm not sure, as it probably should be, because there's probably not a lot of great things, but in terms of free rewards I could give for a referral system. Create a quick blurb for a free simple form review and MailerLite. So I could do a form review. I could let them schedule a meeting with me. I can provide those graphics. Are there any other graphics that might be useful to someone trying to do some of their own marketing? I don't think so. Create a quick blurb for inclusion in the C1x inner circle for a direct line of feedback to me to drive new features. I think we got to call that good. I think that's about as far as I'm going to get on it right now. So we've got the referral system done. We're going to do this MailerLite. automation system. Give that a try. I think that's where we need to start. I'm going to have to sign off here pretty quick, but let's try what is an easy platform for automating branded swag packs. I think that's kind of the idea that I'm going for. Maybe that's a question for ChatGPT. I'm going to ask it, and then we got to sign off. Some easy platforms I could use to send swag packs with some setup on the front end, but easy sending on the back end. Okay. All right, we'll have some options to consider there. I'm going to call it there, though. Some marketing changes, referral system design a little bit. Yeah, that's about it. I don't think I have much else. Hit the ground running tomorrow on maybe some work on version 5, wrapping up some Instagram post templates, trying to knock those out so I can get them out of the way. Maybe pretty soon we'll start implementing this referral system into the app, but I think that's going to be about it. So that's it for day 11. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.